Good morning, everybody. It is Rural here, and we are going to have another morning chat. Well, what are we talking about today, Rural? Well, today, folks, let's talk about negotiation. I think that is a very important skill to try and master. Do your best to, you know, get better at it. And the reason for I, at least in my opinion, why negotiations are a good thing is because negotiations are kind of a fancier term for compromise. We compromise every day, whether you realize it or not, right? And it's one of those that uh, a good relationship, whether it's having a friendship or even a coworkers or basically human interaction, a lot of it is based on compromise, right? You want to do this, I want to do that. What can we kind of both do so we're both happy? You take some, I take some. We don't get 100, but there you go. Sometimes it is 100, right? Look, you really want to do this. I don't. Tell you what, we'll go do what you want to do, and then tomorrow we'll do what I want to do. Sometimes it is 100 and 0, and then you flip it to 0 and 100. But when you do compromise or negotiations, um, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you get the better end of the deal, sometimes you get the short end of the stick. We try and always get, or we try and always do our best to be the winning side, right? We always want to better ourselves, but sometimes we just got to be satisfied with 50-50, right? As long as it's fair, we're shooting for fair. And when we try and do negotiations, it can be something as simple as bartering, right? To go through and be able to know the value of what you're trying to get and guess the value of what they want. And then sometimes when they tell you what they want, you have to reevaluate. You have to try and figure out what it is and what it means to you, and also what it means to them. Just because you have a whole orchard of apples out back, you have hundreds of thousands of apples, and you really couldn't care less to give 10 away, right? Whatever. But maybe they really, really, really want those apples. Just because it's not as worthless, or it's not worth as much to you, doesn't mean that you can't see that they have a much higher need for it. Therefore, it can fetch a higher price, right? It's all about being fair. If they don't have much to barter with, but they really, really want them apples, uh, you still have to be fair. You don't really want to just give something away, unless it's somebody you know or something like that. Then you do what you want to do there. But when it comes to negotiations, I mean, it can be anything from one of your people went out to do some scouting, and another group come upon them and grabbed them. And now you've got to try and negotiate, some sort of hostage release, right? Sometimes negotiating is de-escalation, right? Two groups meet up and everybody kind of points at each other and tensions are a little high. Can we negotiate what's going on here? I'll lower my spear, you lower yours. Let's negotiate here. Let's talk this out. There's people that are really, really good at it. There's people that are really bad at it. Okay, and you got to figure out where on that table you are, because there's a lot of people. When I go to flea markets and different things like that, um, I like to sit back and watch and see. And there's a lot of people that are very timid and they just accept whatever it is. They don't even try and bargain or negotiate or uh, do some sort of haggling or talking about it or anything, right? Um, Sometimes it's a fair price and you don't have to, right? There's no point in it. But sometimes you're just like, hey, I want $20 for that, and I'm going, there's no way I'd pay over 10 for that. And they just was like, oh, okay, here's 20. And I'm going, okay, well, either you really, really wanted that, or you don't know how to negotiate. We, on a daily basis, I think, take for granted because you negotiate with your spouse. with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, with your kids, right? I mean, how many times have you go, hey kids, it's bedtime, and they go 5 more minutes, and you're like, listen, I'll give you 5 minutes if you go brush your teeth and make your bed now, or something. You go through and you negotiate and you do stuff whether you realize it or not. I think it's one that gets passed up a lot, and it would be one it's a good building exercise with your mag and your team, your family, things like that. Go through and practice it, negotiate things out, talk things out, do some bargaining, do some haggling, do some scenarios and different things, and see where you stand, see where everybody else stands. So but I hope that you guys have a great day, an amazing day, a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come in with that. Remain united because we're all prepping in this together.